What's up, guys? Welcome to the Really Bad Gaming Show. I'm your host, Chaka, and Halloween is tomorrow.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
I'm a bit late, but like the old saying goes, don't carve a pumpkin if you don't have a knife. Today we're talking about the top 5 horror games ever created by a person or a team of people, honestly. Maybe a single mother? Definitely not the devil. Or maybe the devil did make these since they are horror games. Actually, screw that title. Here are the top 5 games that will make you want to drink holy water and pray to Jesus. Because they're that scary. Number 5 is Joe and the Scary Kleenex. You might be asking yourself, Nani? Who is Joe? And that's Joe Mama, bitch. Got him!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
The real number 5 is the Deep Sleep series. A lot of you might have not heard of these games ever, and I can't blame you for it. The Deep Sleep series relies more on building tension rather than jump scares. Not to say that there is no jump scares in these games, but like any good horror film, I'd much rather build tension to create a frightening climax than just try and scare you the whole game. These games might look like a simple flash game, but are actually very immersive and take you for a wild ride. The game's story is about a researcher that is trying to understand more about lucid dreams and creates a world in his dreams that quickly becomes a nightmare. And I'll leave it at that. I don't want to spoil anything else for you. These games are amazing to play on Halloween Day. If you are interested, link is in the description for you to be able to play it. At number 4, we have The Blair Witch.
Oh, shit.
What the? This game came out recently and I had such a good time streaming it. It was such a fun game. It had a great atmosphere, a decent story, and very trippy visuals. The game does have some flaws. It sometimes feels slow and it drags, especially during its ending. That being said, no one can say that this is not a scary game, as I was really scared for most of my playtime. Okay, I found him. Nice. Oh shit, this is a cutscene. What'd you find? What'd you find? Oh shit! What the hell? This game has a very cool way of showing cutscenes and previous events by making you find cassettes with the events recording on them, allowing you to interact with the environment through the tape. The game is kind of short as I was able to finish it in about 6 hours, but it does have some replayability as it has multiple endings, but I simply did not find the game interesting enough to finish it multiple times. I say give this game a try, but only if you can find it on sale. It's not worth $35. 6 hours for $35. I don't think it's worth it, but it is very interesting, so definitely if you find it for half off, maybe $20, do get it. It's a great and interesting game. In the number 3 spot, we have The Crooked Man. The Crooked Man is the first of 4 games in the Stranger Man series, and it's the only one I played, so that's why it's number 3. This is another free game, so Daddy Chaka here hooking it up. You know it, boy! It's another free game that won't take you long to beat, but it's packed with a great story and a lot of very spooky frights. The first time I played this game, I was overconfident, telling myself, a 16-bit game can't and won't scare me. Mama ain't raised no bitch. Well, turns out Mama did. This game seriously had me shaking on my seat. I couldn't believe how a simple looking game had me so terrified. The story is about a guy who moves into his new apartment and, well, turns out it's haunted. And instead of doing the right thing and burning the whole fucking place down, he decides to investigate the creepy events happening in his new place. What a fucking idiot. This game is a free one and definitely a must try for Halloween night. On number 2, we have Layers of Fear. A game that recently made me almost shit my pants, I'm gonna admit that. Layers of Fear is a chilling good time to play on Halloween. This game is a simple story about a guy roaming his house and at the same time going completely cuckoo. This game is jump scares galore, and honestly, it's not a bad thing since most of the scares in this game are built up really well. And it makes it even scarier in my opinion.
Something walking on the other side of the wall. What?
Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Oh, shit. There was a couple of times on stream where I had to tell myself that this is just a game and it's not real. That's how freaking scared I was when I was playing this game. Then there was this part. Look, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. What the hell was that? Oh my god. This game is kind of short. It will last you only a couple hours, but it does have 3 different endings that kind of gives it some replayability. It also has a sequel that I'm very excited to stream in the future. If anyone has played it, leave it in the comment section below and tell me which one you think is scarier. I'm very excited to know. And on number 1, we have Dead Space. This game I consider a playable nightmare. One of my favorite games of all time, Dead Space is still as scary as the first time I popped it into my PlayStation. You play as Isaac trying to find his wife in what you think is an abandoned spacecraft, but soon realize that you are not alone at all and whatever or whoever did this to the crew is after you. The great part of this game is that it's a horror game at heart, but it also plays as an action game and does not sacrifice any scares for it. It's a zombie game in space, what's not to love? But the difference is that these zombies are not killed by shooting them in the head, instead you have to dismember them, which is kind of gross, but really awesome. Walking down a corridor in this game is very frightening as you can hear these things just crawling in the vents, and you have to be on guard every moment because you never know when one of these little fuckers is gonna pop out. This is just a great game, a definite must play for any horror fan, especially on Halloween. That was 5 games to play on Halloween Day. 4 of them are very short, so you can start and finish them on Halloween, but I just had to put Dead Space on this list because it's just a scary game. Link in the description for Deep Sleep and The Crooked Man. You should try them out. They are a very good time. Don't forget to check out my stream on twitch.tv/The Really Bad Gaming Show. I stream late at night 3 times a week, and follow me on Twitter at host_Chaka to keep up with all the shit I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time on The Really Bad Gaming Show.